Hey everybody, it's Erin Reed, and oh my gosh, take a look at all these amazing cards. If you need some inspiration for Christmas cards, check out this video. We're going to be taking each one of these cards step by step, and I'm going to explain to you how they are made and who made them as part of my Christmas card swap. So don't forget to hit subscribe and that bell button so you can see further notifications of all these amazing cards and also cards that I make in other projects. And also, if you'd like to join my Christmas card swap and also year-round swap, because I do host them all year round, information is down below. Without further ado, let's get started with the first card's from Michelle Brown. It is so cute. She made a whole bunch of these. They are a white card that opens up vertically, just like this, nice and blank on the inside. She has added her little stamp on the back. I love that. From My Heart by Michelle Brown. So cute. So what she's done is she's had the white cardstock. In front of that, she put a foiled paper. It's like a one-sided foiled paper. On top of that is a white cardstock where she's die cut out the reindeer, the leaping reindeer. So pretty. So the foil is behind. It's like a little peekaboo. She added a little ribbon in there for his necktie, and the same goes for all of her cards. She has then stamped in embossing powder, gold embossing powder, Merry Christmas and best wishes for the coming year. So pretty. This next batch is from Linda Barton. They're so stinking cute. They're little snowmen, and they're very similar to the next batch you're going to be seeing from her. We have a blue cardstock base where she's opened it up and have a white insert, and she's written her name on the back. So pretty. She has taken two sheets of paper. We have a light blue and then a white. She has torn the white piece of paper, so she's had this little tear right here. And then she's glued it on top of the blue and then ran it through, and you can see this beautiful embossing that she has happening here. Let me just look at that embossing. So cool. And the embossing is a whole bunch of snowflakes. So gorgeous. So it gives you that. Here's the snowdrift and here's the sky. And then she has a die cut out, or it could be, somehow she's cut out a snowman with electronic cutter, a die cut, something like that. Out the snowman shape, we have the scarf. We have the hat, and on the hat she's got a little green little piece with a little gem. The hat is in black. She has hand drawn in the face because every face is just a tiny bit different, but very, very similar. So I don't know if it was a stencil or what, because those squares are, maybe she took a square pen and went around for the mouth. That could have been the case. We have the little arms. Now the scarf is a little bit different. It's a blue sheet of paper that's in the background, kind of a teal color. And on top of that, she has die cut out a little bit of some pattern paper in snowflakes. And then she's added the crease right here in that same kind of, with a marker to kind of give you the effect that it's folded over. And then we have this little snowflake gem in the corner. Those are so stinking adorable. So here we have the same snowman concept, but a little bit different. So instead of being placed on top of a sheet of paper, she has done a peekaboo snowman. So she's die cut out the shape of the snowman out of this pattern paper that you see. It looks like this blue with all the shimmery glitterness on there. Cut out the snowman and then added the layers on top. Still have our cute little snowflake. Now we have the scarf in a plaid pattern paper. So adorable. We have the arms again. Same face, and then we have a little hat with our glitter on the top. So she's changed up the glitter. So here's the other one back again, just a little bit different. So it's the same concept of a card, but you're just changing up a few elements. The pattern paper on the scarf, that there's 2 layers versus 1 layer, the background paper, but mostly everything about these cards is very similar, including even the little hats. But again, changing up the background. So stinking smart. I love these. This next batch is from Christy Gardono, and if you can notice, they're very similar, but there's some little bits of differences in every single one of these cards. So let me show you them lined up a little better. All right, so here is the first one. As you can see, we have a craft cardstock base that opens up vertically. And then on the back side, I think this is so cool, she's added a little bit of washi tape running along the back side that's in the same kind of colors that you see on the front side of the card, and then added her little, and it's not a sticker, it's not a stamp. She's taken a sheet of paper that she's die cut with her name on it and then just glued it to that. So if you do not have a stamp or anything like that, that is a great way of, if you're trying to do a label on your cards, doing that. That's so smart. I might have to steal that idea because that is genius. All right. On the front of every single one of the cards, she has 2 elements that are exactly identical. One is this little element here in the corner, and the other one is this Christmas tree stamp. So here we have a stamp and a die cut, and looks like this beautiful kind of, I don't know, the best way to describe it is just this floral crescent of all these beautiful things. And she's done it on red paper with black ink and die cut it out. And on top of that, we have this beautiful rose that she has done it in white paper, a white cardstock with a red stamp. And then on the edge, this is what she's changed. Here she's done it in like a white glitter pen. But here we've done it in a yellow glitter pen. But on here, we've done it in a green glitter pen. It's a little bit different depending on the card. So that's the similarity. Then we have the green stamp, which is a cute little Christmas tree. And she's added in the little glitter pen color to kind of match in on some of the little ornaments. It might be the same glitter pen that's on there, but it might be a little bit different. She's kind of changed it up. Then we have another piece on here. We have a sticker that says Peace, Love, Joy. Here she has taken a sticker, put it on white cardstock that says Peace on Earth, and fussy cutted it out. Here we just have a plain old sticker that's very beautiful. It says Merry Christmas. Here's another one that's just a sticker that says Merry. So lots of different options. Every single sticker on here. By changing up one of those focal points is a great way to use up some of all those fun stickers that you might have, and just, using them as a piece that you put on there. Sometimes it's flush to there, and sometimes they're pop dotted up. They're all a little bit different, and each one of these flowers, I did forget to mention, is popped up. And the last thing that is the same on every single one of these cards is she has added a little bit of twine in the red, white, and green, very pretty, double layered it, and added a little knot in the corner. I love these cards. They're so cool. All right, this next batch is from Diane Smith. She did 2 different variations. This is the first one. And as you can see, there's a little bit different in both of these. Now, she did send me a note, and she said these were made with Kiwi Lane template card kit, which, if you don't know Kiwi Lane, it's basically these little plastic templates you can lay down, you trace in pencil, and then you fussy cut it out with your scissors. So you don't have to have any fancy equipment besides the template, scissors, and a pencil. Makes life really, really simple. So what she's done is she's used a pattern paper as her background. So you open it up and she's kind of reversed it. Here we have some dots with this beautiful pattern paper on the back side. And then here we can see that pattern paper, and then we open it up and we have the dots. So it's a little bit of a reverse feeling. So it's the same paper, it's just sometimes we see the other side, and it's light enough that you can still write on it. On the back side, she has her beautiful stamp, and it just says, just from you, just for you from, and then she's handwritten in her name, which is a great way. You can utilize a stamp like that where you don't have to 100% handwrite, but it's also a stamp. It's a great way of doing that too. So we have some differences of some pattern papers. Here we have a whole bunch of beautiful snowflakes in various colors. Here we have a chevron kind of a pattern in all these beautiful Christmas colors. And then she's added that Kiwi Lane. This is another one of those templates you can get from there. So it's just this wavy line that you can trace it and then cut it out. Then we have a candy cane that's the same color on both of them. And then we have this cute little mitten. So here we've had a mitten with the little, what I would call it, the tuft at the bottom that goes around your wrist higher up, and here it's a little lower down. It's all different. You can change that up if you want. The cute pattern papers on the backgrounds may have changed, or they may have been the same, depending on how you want to do it. Then there's a little strip of paper that probably came from one of the pattern paper sets that says Happy Holidays, and you can see those little repeating snowflakes. So you can tell all these papers came from the same paper set and how they're repeated. Here we have it inked. And so she's actually taken the time to kind of ink the edges, but here we don't. And you know what? They both look so super cute. And I love how she's layered the candy cane behind with the little crook of the cane coming over, and then we have the strip of paper, and then we have the mitten. So it's all these beautiful layers kind of, so you can still see the hints of where the candy cane is, and so stinking adorable. All right, here is her other one, and again, it's using that Kiwi Lane kit. So we have the same pattern paper as the background. This time she's kept it with the dots on the inside for all of them, with her little stamp on the back, which is Diane's little stamp. I love that. Then she's taken a couple more of those wavy where she's traced it with a pencil and cut it out. And here we have one in red, and here we have one in the snowflakes repeated here. But this is a solid red, and this one's got a little bit of a swirl background. Both look amazing. Then she has taken the bell shape here, and she's placed it over top of a sheet of paper that already has Merry Christmas and these, so you can place the template right where you want it and fussy cut it out. And she lined it up perfectly so you can really see that Merry Christmas on the bell. And then she has her star that she has traced and cut out, and you can see she's got some beautiful pattern papers going on there. Those are so adorable. All right, we have a whole series of cards that Kay Sufera has made that are all a little bit different. So I'm going to take you one by one through all of them because every single one she's made has pretty much been something different. So here we have a white cardstock base, and she's added in, created by a little stamp, and then hand wrote her name. It is a white and red striped paper, looks like a candy cane. And then we have a little piece of, this is what I call like the Project Life cards. You can cut them out, and they already have the Santa's Coming to Town, so she didn't do anything. The only thing that she's done with these is that she's had a little candy cane in the corner, and then right here she has, I think there's already a little gingerbread man. She's added a little epoxy sticker on top of that, which is so cute. Then we have a little stamped and die cut, and she has colored that in with markers, this little cute tree, and she's popped that up, and then she's added little sequins on top of that. Those are so cute. So it looks like there's already little ornaments there. She's just emphasized where all those ornaments are with these beautiful little sequin pieces. And look how blingy and pretty they are. And they're not true sequins. There's no holes in them. So those are so cool. I love those. Card is still from Kay, and a completely different departure from the vibe and the feel of the card, which I love. I love that you can change it up however you want. Opens up like a traditional card with white on the inside. We have a piece of pattern paper, which is this black dots that she has laid over top of the white card. Then we have this pattern paper, which is the green. The white is already attached. That is a mat. Then we have another sheet of paper, which is this red paper. And on top and bottom, she has added one of those border strip stickers and just outlined the top and bottom. That's a great use for those border strip stickers. Then we have a plaid tag that she has popped up. And it's got a little bit, it looks like it's kind of more glossy paper. There's been a sticker over top of that says Merry Christmas. She's got a little bit of twine with a bow on top, and then the little sticker of the holly in the corner. So elegant and yet so beautiful. Just look at this cutie card. I love these ones that are just got these little adorable animals on it. So white cardstock, as you can open up in a traditional card. We have a pattern paper of all these beautiful little candies on like this mint background. So stinking pretty. A little die cut out. Actually, that's just been hand cut out. A Happy Holidays, probably from a strip of paper that's been popped up. Then we have the shape of like an oval or an egg shape, basically, like an oval shape. And it's really pretty, and look how shimmery and shiny this is. Look at that. And this pink, the super glitter paper. And then on top of that, she has added the same tree. We've seen that tree before. And instead of adding the gems or the sequins in there, she's added, looks like some Nuvo drops in there for all the different fun colors for the ornaments. It's still been stamped and die cut out after she has colored it. Then we have a little doggy and a little kitty that she has stamped, die cut, and colored. And for the eyes, she has taken a black pen and just emphasized the eye color, which I think is so important, especially if you have an eye. If you just add that little bit of a black pen to them, it really makes them pop. And then she's added white Nuvo drops to the little hats that they have here, to the tip of the hat and also to the mitt or the top, like the little ruff that would be like the fur, the fur that would go on there. And for the little doggy, she has also added a little bit of some silver right there to emphasize the dog tag that's on that doggy. And then at the bottom here, we also have some little layer pieces that look like snow that fit along the shape of the eggs. This probably was some sort of die cut kit that goes along with it. So it looks like little snowdrifts, and it's got the little etching going along here that looks like stitching. It's so stinking pretty and cute. Aw, how adorable. So now we have a opening card for facing upwards, still from Kay. Pattern paper is all this holly and berries and cute pinks and dark greens and light greens and reds. Super fun background card. And then on top of that, we have this little label that she has done red paper that you can see. She's popped that up. And then we have Mr. and Mrs. Claus that she has stamped, die cut, and colored. She probably colored than die cut. And it looks like she's using markers for everything from the way I can tell. She's also added that extra bit of black in for the eyes, which I think is so smart. We have a little bit of Happy Holidays, because hence the holly in the background. Two little gingerbread that she has again stamped, colored, and die cut, along with little hearts. And again, she's also added a little bit of some extra in for the little buttons and for also the cute little cheeks on there. And again, done the same thing with the eyes. Add a little bit of black pen to make them pop. So adorable. I love these little cutesy stamps. I want to know who they are from. These cards just keep coming and coming from Kay. I love them. All right, so here again, we have a white card. Open it up. She's got her information on the back. We have two different pattern papers. Here we have the stripes, and here we have the holly. And what she has done is she's cut it to fit perfectly on the fronts, split them down the middle. So this is actually two separate sheets of paper, and adhesed them, stuck them, however you want to say that, right to the front cover of this particular paper. We then have the plaid black that is back there, fishtailed the bottom, and glued that to be right in the middle. Then we have this beautiful, it looks like it's a sticker. This looks like it's something that came from some sort of set. It's been die cut up. It says Merry Xmas on there. It's got this beautiful background. So this had to be some sort of like die cut kit or something, because it's all the same pretty pattern paper. We have a heart, which has got some holly, and then also a little bit of some twine, like a little bow up there in the corner that looks like it's just out of like a natural twine. And all of this has all of this piece, and this piece has been popped up. So elegant. I love that. Oh, I love this one. I mean, I have a hard time hating any beautiful card. I mean, there's so many beautiful handmade cards out there, and this is just one of many, and I love them. All right, we have a red cardstock base. Ooh, this one opens up vertically like this, as you can see. On top of that, we have a piece of white paper, and what she has done is she's taken a stencil and probably a dauber of some kind with some ink, and she's stenciled in the holly and the berries. And so she's gone through an ink that cut that down to matte on top of the red. Then we have some beautiful, I think it goes all the way through. Yep. We have some of this beautiful glitter paper in gold. Look at that. Look at that shimmer. Look at that shimmer and shine. So gorgeous. So it is in gold. On top of that, we have a white cardstock that she's taken a die, but it's a die that just does a little bit of some embossing on it. It's got all these little ridges. So she's probably laid one here and laid one here. It won't cut it. It'll just leave this beautiful impression. And then she has stamped Merry Christmas and heat embossed it in gold. And it's so gorgeous. I love that. Oh, another fun one that's got all these beautiful pattern layers of paper. White card opens traditionally. We have a red, it's very, very light plaid paper in the background. Bottom we have a red and green stripe. So gorgeous. Then we have this black dot paper in the middle, so it gives it that three-toned colors. So pretty. Then we have a green paper that she's cut in a square that's got super fine dots. So it's all these layers of textures, but they go really well together, and all the colors match. It probably came from the same paper pack. On top of that, we have a Happy Holidays that has been cut out of a piece of paper. It's not been stamped. Top here, we have a ho ho ho, and she added a little stitching to that. So this is a little tab piece that probably came from some sort of kit where she's added in that little with a white pen. We have two little stickers down here that are little fishtails. Again, she's added in that extra stitching. And then in the top corner, we have that cutie little Santa that has been stamped, colored, and die cut. And again, she's done the black eyes. She's added the little Nuvo drops in for all the fur pieces on the hat.
Love it.
This is so super smart to do all these fun things with your stickers. So first we have a standard white cardstock base. She has then taken a glitter piece of blue paper, cut it out, and then cut out the center. Then we have a Sweet Christmas, and she's placed all these really cute, super cute, look at all these cutie patootie things, all these cute little enamel dots. This reminds me of Doodlebug, and maybe that's where the stamps come from too, because they all have the cute little faces, so it just reminds me of the Doodlebug. It could be wrong, it could be somebody else, but that's what it looks like to me, because they have those really cute pins. And so, oh my gosh, so adorable. And so she's just placed all these fun little, epoxy stickers on there, and it's a great way of using up those stickers and getting a super cute card out of it. Here's a pair of cards that come from, it's okay, this is her last batch for today, but I have another batch of hers that we're going to be showing in another video next weekend. Woo! All right, so here we have, it's very similar but different. So as you can tell, the similarity is in this word snow. So what we have done is she has taken, this one is a pink cardstock, bright pink cardstock. Here we have a white paper, as you can see here, but on the back of this, she has layered a sheet of paper over top of that. And that sheet of paper, she has taken a stamp, and you can see this beautiful kind of, it looks like a snowflake stamp in the background. She's also done the same thing on the snow part. She has added white ink with embossing powder, heat embossed it to make it resist, and then took ink and daubered it on to give you those beautiful colors that you can see across here. So this word snow is coming from this pattern paper in the background as well. So that's how she's gotten the same thing. So you can see the white popping through because it's been heat embossed and acts as a resist. She's done the same thing with this one. It's been all these little snowflakes on here. All these little swirls on here have been heat embossed in white ink and then heat embossed, so it acts as a resist. Then she's come in and she's watercolored it. So it's the same concept. This has just been rubbed with ink, whereas this one has been watercolored. So she's gone in and watercolored inside all this with either the blue or that teal color for all those swirls. For all the snowflakes, she has taken a kind of a pinky, almost like a reddish color, pinky purple, something like that, and gone in and added the watercolor to it. So it's kind of bled, but to emphasize all of the beautiful snowflakes. I love that. I think that's just so pretty. So here she has the same thing. All of these snowflakes, she has got the white. She's heat embossed in white as the resist, and then she's added just green. So she's probably just inked these in, die cut them out, and then pop them up. Now, to do the snow, this is the same thing for both. What she has done is she's taken a really thick chipboard. I think it's chipboard, but you can also do the same thing if you do layers and layers and layers of paper, which I think is what she did for this one. This one is just tons and tons of layers of this pink cardstock, The same word, snow, 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 snow. So you stick all the papers together, like you glue them together, and then you place this word, like you place this piece that she's done on top of that, and you die cut it out, and then you place it right back on top so it looks popped up. This one right here is either chipboard or just layers of white paper, same concept, and then she's placed it on top of a white sheet versus on top of the pattern paper that she has created with all the embossing. She's got a tiny little stamp that says "Let It," and then she's added some little gems. So these are sequins, and these ones are actually little gems that she's placed in the middle of some of the snowflakes. A lot of work on both of these cards. This took a lot of time. All of her cards have been that way. Amazing. All right, these are a couple of cards that I made. This is for my card a day, almost a card a day series for next 3 weeks or so, and this is just taking a break from yesterday. This is the one that went live yesterday, using the freebie items from scrapbook.com. So coming in tomorrow will be another card using some the freebie item for that day if you place an order. This card is so easy to make. You take a sheet of paper, you add a stencil on top, this happens to be the snowman, and then you take your dauber in the color of ink and you daub in. So I did all of the brown for most of it, a little bit of green here, a little bit of red, orange, and then green. And then obviously the blue for the snowflakes. You cut it up, you place it on top, and then I added the season's greetings or the happy holidays in the Reindeer foil paper. That's it. It's pretty easy, right? This is another card I made for my card a day, and I love it because it's got this little jingly thing that happens. It doesn't make a sound, but they just kind of dangle and they're so cute. I just love that. So we have a craft cardstock base as our card opens this way. Another sheet of craft that I've cut down to be a little smaller. Added a layer of ink and then the faux stitching in a white pen. Stamped "Hark the Herald Angels Sing" on the corner. And then I have 2 layers of this beautiful trim from Expo International. This one that's got this long chain right here. You can see it kind of hanging, and I glued those in place. Then I have a layer on top of that. That is another trim that's got these little pieces that hang down, which I love. And then I have a layered flower. And the top piece right here, this layered flower, is out of felt, and it's using one of those die cut spirals, which was the freebie of the day for scrapbook.com a few days ago. And so this is showcasing how to use that spiral die with a craft and white only card, making a very cute Christmas card. All right, another fun Christmas card, again on craft. We open it up, basic craft card. I have the Reindeer foiled paper right here, and on top of that, just a really pretty swirl pattern. I think it was an old Kaiser craft paper that I had in my stash from ages ago. Using that same spiral die, because again, that was the freebie for the day that day. This was, I think, 3 days ago. You have the foil paper in green, made it a whole bunch of little rosettes, little flowers, and then one in gold as the top of the tree, like the star. So I turned all the flowers into a tree shape, and then popped up a stamped Merry Christmas on craft to kind of blend in the craft. And it's very simple, but so fun, and just something a little bit different than your typical Christmas card. So, oh my gosh, take a look at all these amazing cards from so many wonderful designers and creators and crafters of card making. Don't forget to go back and check out all the other videos from all the other ladies who has made cards for my card swap. If you are interested in joining my card swap, information is down below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that bell button for further notifications and amazing inspiration about all these cards. And I'll see you guys again soon. Bye-bye.